Welcome back to the episode of Big Movie Mouth Off. We're here at Groovy Cinepub.
Yes, we are.
Still reviewing more movies for you. I'm Jimmy Martin with Slug Magazine. And once again,
Not Jeff Ice.
not Jeff. I think you murdered him so you could do this review. I do.
Oh, he's my pal. He's good. He'll be back.
He's gagged up in the booth somewhere.
He's back. He'll be
protective
back.
booth.
He's on assignment.
He's on assignment.
And filling in on assignment is me, Shannon Barneson, Geek Show Podcast.
There you go. You can find Big Movie Mouth Off on Xfinity Channel 6, also on their on-demand system, Xfinity Channel 1, Utah On Demand, Salt Lake Alternative, Big Movie Mouth Off, tons of reviews for your pleasure. A lot of summer ones, because good Lord, there's a lot of them.
And it's also summer.
Yeah. Oh, that's true too. So a lot of summer movies. This is probably one of the biggest ones, I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
It's up there. Man of Steel. Well, here we go with this one. This kid's giddy. Zack Snyder has taken his, he sat right down in the director's chair and he said, I'm going to make another Superman movie.
And he did. Boy, did he.
And well, we've gone through some Supermans in the press. We've had, Christopher Reeves, obviously, and we've had Brandon Routh. I was going to say Dean Cain just to make you shiver a little bit more.
No.
Yeah? Well, now, in the Clark Kent Superman role, Henry Cavill.
A Brit.
Well, yeah. But you know what? He looks like Clark Kent. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
So basically, you do get another origin story. You do get Krypton blowing up. You get Kal-El sent to Earth, found by Ma and Pa Kent, which is Diane Lane and Kevin Costner this time around. And you get even though it's kind of misplaced, mismatched of the storyline. It's not a straight storyline. You got a lot of flashbacks in here. You do get the story of how Superman comes to be. And then playing in the Lois Lane role, because you got to have your Lois Lane, Amy Adams playing Lois Lane.
With red hair. Very controversial.
So you do get this. Jor-El, Russell Crowe, is Superman's birth father, so you get a lot of Russell Crowe in there. So here you go.
What if a child dreamed of becoming something other than what society had intended? What if a child aspired to something greater?
My son was in the bus. He saw what Clark did.
You're the answer, son. You're the answer to Are We Alone in the Universe?
Can I just keep pretending I'm your son?
You are my son. And I have to believe that you were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes the rest of your life, you owe it to yourself to find out what that reason is.
How do you find someone who has spent a lifetime covering his tracks? For some, he was a guardian angel. For others, a ghost who never quite fit in.
You will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards. They will race behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. But in time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
You believe your son is safe?
I will find him!
My father believed that if the world found out who I really was, they'd reject me. He was convinced that the world wasn't ready. What do you think?
Now, I will say this.
You wanna jump in? Go
I am
for
a
it.
huge Superman fan.
I think that's not even saying it right.
No, okay.
I don't think there's a word for it.
I'm a ginormous.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. And here's the thing. When they said they were going to do another origin film, I was like, oh, jeez.
Yeah.
No. Because everybody knows. Krypton explodes, they throw him in a rocket, and they send him to Earth, and Mom and Pa can't find him.
Yeah.
Right? The thing is, they really did it. They really expanded, Krypton.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff on Krypton was really, really cool. They really embraced kind of like the science fiction aspect of what Superman is, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe was a really kind of tough and awesome.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking
Jor-El.
of which, we even mentioned the villain we got in this one. Michael Shannon's playing Zod. So you've seen Superman 2. You know who
Yeah.
General Zod is. So
Right.
you bring him back to the forefront. And Michael Shannon. Cool. See, it's kind of like I was kind of comparing these two with Star Trek Into Darkness because you brought back Khan. Spoiler alert, it's been out there for a while now. Get over it.
Yeah.
And then you bring back Zod, and so it's to me, at least in Into Darkness, you had kind of recreations of the actual scenes that you'd seen in Wrath of Khan. This one, I'd say it's you never heard him say kneel before Zod.
No.
And I'm totally okay with that.
Right, and in
'Cause
fact,
I don't need that.
In fact, I mean the reoccurring characters, of course, are like Superman and Perry Olsen from the and stuff like that, and Zod.
Yep.
But even like his little cohorts don't have the same names. You know, like it's not Ursa and Nog, right?
Well, here's the thing. The one thing, people, I swear they have like a love-hate relationship with Zack Snyder because to me,
And Superman.
that's true too.
Okay.
Because for me, Zack Snyder, there's one thing in my opinion you cannot deny this man, is he is an amazing visual director. I love, he's done Watchmen, he did 300, even the film that I did not like by any means, Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch, sure.
It's still gorgeous to look at.
Yeah, especially the
And
chicks.
so you're sitting there thinking like, okay, you got to be getting at least a decent, beautiful-looking Superman movie. Well, you got that for sure. This film to me is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. And it's just chock full of spectacle. I don't know what else to call it. It's a motion frickin' picture, is what this thing is.
Yeah, I mean, this is what summer blockbusters to me are all about. I mean, you've got, I'd say, 30, 40-minute grand finale of just an entire city, planet, everything being destroyed. And it's just Zod and Superman going at it, buildings crashing down, just everything you can imagine is in this film. To where I remember seeing it the first time, and when the credits come up, I went,
oh. Yeah, well, we saw it together.
yeah. And,
We're like, huh.
and then on the second time I saw it, I took my wife, and right when the credits come up, she looks at me and she goes, that's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired. I need to take a nap.
Now, will I say, are there plot holes?
Sure.
Yes, beginning with the fact that a man can fly under his own power and shoot lasers out of his eyes. I mean, if you're going to sit there and pick this movie apart for its, for plot holes,
Yeah.
you're not going to enjoy it. If you want to go and watch a Superman film that shows, I believe, honestly, Superman's powers fully realized for the first time on film.
Yeah.
I love Superman 1, most of Superman 2. That's it. There's like 1.5 good Superman movies before this one.
Yeah.
And this was the first one. This is the movie I want to see with a kid. Guys getting thrown through buildings.
Multiple times.
Yes.
Through IHOPs, too.
And it just, he's like flying, even his flight is so cool because he just like takes off.
Yeah.
Literally faster than a speeding bullet for the first time ever.
Exactly,
in
yeah.
film.
That's-
It's not like that little.
Yeah. Glide.
Yeah.
I will say this, that for me, it's the first Superman movie, in my opinion, that's really captured the essence of becoming Superman. Clark Kent sitting there not knowing his origins, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, you're basically gonna be the savior to this planet.
He was like, I don't wanna.
Yeah, and that's the first time, in my opinion, that I've ever seen someone do that aspect on it. Because when you really think about the psychological aspect of that, you're like, oh God, like I have to save everyone? Yeah, sure. So he does sit there and question because not everybody wants to jump into that suit.
I will say, this film also made me do something that I thought I'd never do. I was like, I want more Kevin Costner.
It's true. He's a great Pa Kent. He's really good. Even Diane Lane was really good. I had a great time with it. I give Zack Snyder credit because, and you had the Christopher Reeves films, you had the Brandon Routh one, which was just an homage to the Christopher Reeves one. What I liked the director was like, I'm taking this, it's my own, and I'm gonna do what I want with it, and let's start off again. And that's fine. You say another origin story. The only reason I give it, I'm not too mad about an origin story, is because we just had The Amazing Spider-Man that did an origin story, and we just seen that one however long ago. And the first Superman was 78, somewhere around there. So it's been enough time. I think you can do another origin story to not only have the fans of Superman get it, but the kids who are going to jump into this franchise as well.
Right.
The action is phenomenal. It's like I said, again, takes your breath away. Few things here and there.
Yeah.
The
dream sequence in the middle is dumb.
Yeah, Superman falling into a pit of skulls is kind of weird.
Dumb.
But I give it 3.5 stars. I had a blast with this film.
I'm gonna give it a mulligan on the dream sequence.
Yep.
4. I'm giving it 4
It's your first 4
stars.
stars.
Yeah,
Cool.
because I love that movie.
All right. I think that's, probably since Iron Man 3, that's probably the biggest, superhero movie with that highest stars rating in a while. So there you go. Go check it out. Man of Steel, Zack Snyder directed it. It's a lot of fun.
It's super.
It's probably in the top 3 of blockbusters this summer, so we'll see what else comes out. Again, find us on facebook.com/BigMovieMouthOff, and we'll catch you guys here all summer long, reviewing more movies for you at Burby Cinema Pub, and we'll catch you next time.